Hey guys, CJ Holland with Holland Kennels here. I hope you're all having a wonderful day. Thanks for tuning into our station. Um, Today I just wanted to talk about socialization. There is this huge controversy around whether or not people should let strangers handle their puppies, and it really gets on my nerves to the point where it's like, do you guys really want more aggressive dogs and more dogs getting put down because of aggressive behavior because you choose not to train them properly? Or what is it? Because there are so many trainers now and pet owners who believe that if I take my dog out in the general public, no, I shouldn't let somebody pet him or handle him because it's going to turn him into a bitch. No, it's not. You think that allowing people to pet and handle your dog is going to teach your dog to not protect the household when somebody tries to break in. That's what you're saying. Or when somebody tries to attack you, you think that allowing strangers to pet and handle your dog is going to teach him to not protect you. That is so bogus. That makes no sense. The only way to actually train your dog to protect your household is through role plays. You have to actually place your dog in that type of scenario and make it as realistic as possible and show your dog what to do. You have to have action commands and desist commands, okay? You also need to show your dog what type of situations can happen. Like, somebody could walk into our household right now because we left the doors unlocked, and they just casually walk in. They're not aggressive at all, and then they try to walk out with our PlayStations and TVs. You need to have that type of situation and then show your dog what to do. The moment somebody has something in their hand and tries to take it out the door, your dog needs to recognize that that is a no-no. The moment anybody tries to take, whether it's a broom, I don't care if it's a roll of toilet paper or some change, the moment your dog sees somebody take something and try to walk out your door with it, you need to show your dog to attack or stop them. Maybe not even attack them, but stop them somehow, okay? You need to show your dog what to do. Okay? But then you would say, well, what if it's a family member who's house sitting and there's a package that I needed them to drop off to my friend because I had it sent to my house, but I needed to go to my friend's house and my family member offered to take it. What do I do then? Because then my dog's going to try to attack my family member. No, they're not. Not if you have a desist command that you tell your family member who's house sitting so that your dog knows, no, this is not that type of situation. They gave me the desist command, so I know this is not that type of situation, right? Well, then you could ask, well, what if it's a family member who's trying to do it, and then they give the dog the desist command? Well, guess what? You shouldn't have gave a family member who you couldn't trust your desist commands. You should have been able to pick up on that a long time ago. I mean, obviously, if it's a family member who's going to steal out of your house, there's got to be some sort of red flags, right? So come on, use your head. Now, you want to train your dog to protect you when somebody's attacking you, you need to role play that. You need to have somebody pretend to attack you out in the general public. Somebody who your dog can't smell. So you need to hide the smell. If it's somebody that your dog knows, you need to hide their smell. Okay? And you need to have them try to attack you. And you need to have an action command. So, like, your dog will attack on command. But let's say you're injured. Let's say they shot you or something. And now you can't say anything because you're in that much pain or in that much shock. Or what if it's your kids? They're so scared so they can't say the command. Or they're too little to even say the command. And somebody's trying to attack your children. Your dog needs to be able to pick up on those situations. And like I said, you're going to role play this so your dog knows the difference between good and bad. But role playing is what I'm getting at. Role playing is how you train your dog to protect and guard. Okay? You do not, you guys, you do not, I cannot stress this enough, keep people from petting and handling your dog in order to teach them to be more aggressive and then assume that they're going to be a guard dog. Okay? That's not how that works. You're only teaching your dog to be fearful. You are teaching your dog to not be confident. You are teaching your dog that it is okay to be aggressive towards any and all humans and animals. Okay? There's a huge difference between an aggressive dog and a dog that is trained and knows the difference between good and bad. Okay? So I'm so stuck on the fact that we had to actually retrain one of our dogs because we had a trainer tell us to not allow him to have contact with strangers. Because of the fact, well, I'm not going to say because of the fact, they said that it is a proven fact that the dog will be less submissive to us and that he will be too friendly towards any human who approaches, including people who are a threat. But then we find out down the line, after listening to their advice and doing what they told us to do, that it only made our dog more aggressive. He was even aggressive towards family and our children at one point. It was bad. It was scary. I was not satisfied. I will never go through that trainer again. And here's the thing. We had to retrain our dog. And we had to go through different trainers. Guard trainers, obedience trainers. We also had to do training ourselves at home and out in the general public, because the only way for your dog to know is through experience. Just like a toddler, just like a child, you guys. How does your child know how to cross the street properly? Do they just wake up one day because they're old enough to now cross the street and they know to stop, look, and listen before they cross the street? No, you have to show them. Does your child wake up one day and say, oh, I gotta go potty, I'm gonna take my pamper off and I'm gonna go sit on the potty because I want to use the potty now and I want to wear big boy drawers? No, you need to show them. It's the same thing with our dogs and puppies. You need to show them. If they were never taught this, age means nothing. If they were never taught it, they will never know it. If they've never experienced it, they will never know it. Does your child know the difference between a good person and a person who's a threat? No. Because children, when they're born, all they're ever given is love, unless you're an abusive parent, of course, and just absolutely hate children. You're sick. That's really sad. But usually, even if you are a sick parent and your child is born, a child is born with love. They have instincts that tell them, mommy is going to nurture me, mommy's going to take care of me. Okay? And it isn't until parents say, this is bad and this is good. This is a stranger who you should not talk to because of the way they're approaching you and because of this, that, and the third. Okay? Not until you actually teach this to your child and role play or show them video clips or take them out in public and have somebody practice it with you, will your child know, or will your dog know the difference. Okay? So you have to socialize your dogs for the sake of the children, for the sake of other animals, for the sake of other people, and for the sake of your dog, for Christ's sakes. 9 times out of 10, if a dog attacks somebody, appears aggressive to somebody, barks at somebody the wrong way, whatever. I don't know about anywhere else, but here, the dog is being put down because he appears to be too aggressive. If a dog appears to be too aggressive, even if he didn't even attack somebody, your dog can get put down. And it's always the dog's fault. It's never the owner's fault. It would be my fault, you guys, if my dog attacked somebody who was approaching them. Even though that person should have asked me first, everybody isn't taught that. Like I said, you have to be taught things. You have to experience things to know. Some people were never taught this. Some people grew up in a neighborhood where they're allowed to just approach anybody's dog and pet them because they're that friendly. Not in this neighborhood. In this neighborhood, you have to ask to pet my dog because I don't know you. You don't know me. You don't know my dog doesn't know you. You have to ask. There's boundaries. There's such thing as personal space. But not everybody's raised like that. So somebody goes in to pet my dog because he's cute and he looks at him and he's got his tongue up. Oh, he's so cute. Let me pet you. My dog turns to him. But then my dog bites them. It's not their fault that they're clueless. It's my fault. For one, I should have said something. For two, I should have trained my dog to not bite people and not be fearful of people. right? Because the only reason my dog did that is because he was fearful. And at the same time, a dog who is trained can still be fearful and still not like something. So even if I did train my dog, he could still bite. But at the end of the day, it's my fault, not my dog's fault. A lot of people say it could be the breed. No, maybe 20% of the way a dog acts is breed. But the rest of the 80% is the way it's trained, the way it's taught to do things. And that all falls on the owner. So, yeah, I mean, you guys, I see way too many people out in public saying, no, I don't let people touch my dog. Are you training your dog right now? Like, are you training him to ignore distractions? Is your dog training to be a service guide dog? Unless you answered yes to either of those two questions, then let somebody pet your freaking dog. Let your dog get some love, okay? Your dog's probably terrified. He sees humans. He sees other animals. Keeping people from touching your dog is going to teach your dog to be fearful of them. So then it's only going to lead to aggression. That's what I have to say about that topic. Yeah, you guys, just socialize your dogs properly. Train them properly. Like I said, I've had trainers direct me. I've had trainers give me the wrong advice. Taz, our foundation female, she is the friendliest dog ever. Like, she will roll on her back in front of a stranger, let him pet her belly and all that. But because she went through guard dog training, we never thought that she would ever have it in her. We thought she was a bitch. We thought that if somebody were to walk into our household with a handful of treats, that she would let them. She proved us wrong. Taz went through guard training. We did most of the training, but we also took her to a professional because we wanted to make sure we were going about it in the right way. Okay? Consistent role playing and all that. Taz, we had 2 people try to break into our household. The first thing Taz did was check on the babies. We have 4 children. She checked on all the babies. Went to all of their rooms, checked on everyone consistently, and then was guarding the windows, the doors. Anywhere she sensed somebody was outside of our house, she was guarding it. The moment somebody tried to open our door, she attacked. And these people were outside. Good doggy, good girl. It's okay. She knew it wasn't okay because she sensed. Here's another thing. Dogs sense. Dogs have senses that are way stronger than humans. Dogs can sniff out cancer. Dogs can smell drugs that are thousands of feet underneath concrete. So if you think a dog can't sense the difference between a good person and a bad person, you've got to be a freaking idiot. Okay? She knew this person had bad intentions, even though they acted like they were a good, kind person. Good doggy, it's okay, girl, it's okay. She knew they were bad. She chased them people off. Haven't had an issue with them since. Taz, our most loving, friendliest dog in the freaking world, chased them off and protected our children. Tank, on the other hand, like I said, we had to retrain him. If that situation were to happen when we were working with that other trainer who was telling us to not socialize him, he wouldn't have known what to do. He wouldn't have known what to do.